Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming to chill with us on Roll4Luck Wednesday. You are looking at future me. Past me will let you know who's at the table, who are we playing, and who are they playing. And the game will continue from there. Starting with Ash.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ash. I'm a cat girl VTuber. I'm currently my PNG. I'm normally 3D. I am part of the queer community. My pronouns is she, her. I play as Lucky Edge, who is a Tabascan pirate, Captain Pirate, and she is a ranger and a cleric. And her pronouns is also she, her.
Lovely. Ava.
Hello, my darlings and dears. It's your Madam Ava here. I play Samir, the Lightning Ganassi, who is a paladin warlock. We both use she, her pronouns, and I missed Ash. It was so weird to go first. I'm so used to her being first.
Wow.
Take the brunt of it. Bree.
Yep, that's me. I'm Bree. She, her, they, them pronouns. I play Nina, who also uses those pronouns. We are the same, but not really. Um, Tempest, cleric, also a rogue. Uh, Night Skin Pisces variant. These are the things that Nina are. Yes. Goodbye.
Uh, had a joke about being a pink bitch, but that's neither here nor there. Kaitha.
Hello, hello. I'm Kesa. I play Tabaxi, Beast Mode Barbarian. That's from the woods. We both use she/they pronouns, and I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen today.
What's your character's name?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Bersia. I'm so sorry. Her name is Bersia, or Versailles, or any other V is V for short. You know, it's okay. Anything applies. The
Don't
more
fold
creative
because
we
we
use,
can't
the
pronounce
better.
it, please.
It's okay. I think it's great.
We?
Add it to the bank.
I
I
wanna say
think
it
it's
first.
awesome. I think it's awesome. Because I'm gonna start calling her different names too, so that's okay.
Oh no. Uh, hey, it's me. I'm Ryu. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. My pronouns are she, they, them, bo, and I do stuff on the internet and stuff here on Girls Run These Worlds in the background most of the time. But on Wednesdays, or every other Wednesday, I'm the Chaos Mixtress here for Roll4Luck. And well, subs and donos are always welcome in any time, whether we're pre-recording or not. For future reference, whenever we're doing a live show, you can also use your points for free to grab little things to give our table little extra boosts and things that you could use in the future for when they roll terribly. By they I mean Ash. But on the other hand, there's also don't forget to drop any extra points you have to do that to help them. And then in the meantime, in between time, share, like, posts, like and subscribe, baby. And let's jump into it. Who would like to do?
Me.
Okay.
I just want to say that when I yeet our DM, so you did not have to come for me like that.
What
You
do
did
you
not.
What do you
You
mean?
have access to their address. Just say the word, Ash.
We're gonna carpool at this point.
Go ahead,
Mhm.
Bree.
Mhm.
Hello, it's me. I'm Bree. I'm doing the recap. Last week on Roll4Luck, um, it's travel day, bitches. Everybody's getting their stuff squared away. We watched Versia really haggle for us. Was our coupon mom, so to speak, and was really trying to get the deals in order to get us tickets. That actually was our whole session. So that's pretty much it. Um oh wait, other things happened. Hold on. So Samir hustled 2,000 gold out of her family. We also discovered that they in fact have a pouch of holding. Nina wanted to bring 5 bags worth of stuff, but it couldn't fit in the pouch of holding. So she stole a designer bag of holding. Um somebody's, I don't know. But it's hers now. So she put all her stuff in there. We had a really cute heartfelt moment with her dad. That was nice. Um oh, there's like weird things with like grandma leading a smear campaign against like the queen because the queen's wife, who is also the queen because she's a dragon, which I think is weird. That's weird grandma shit, but whatever. um what else? Hmm. Oh, uh
Train itself.
oh, the train. Yes, there was a train. We got on the train after spending 2 hours haggling for our ticket prices. Got on the train. It was my favorite part. Honestly, I don't remember the rest of it. That's why it didn't take me so long. We got on the train. There was this mystery man. I rolled, well, Nina rolled because to see if there was any weird people. There was a person, a mass presenting he they giving sus vibes. Nina's like, is he cute? Kinda. Does he think I'm cute? Kinda. Okay, cool. So Nina went over there, laid it on thick, tried to steal an ID from him. He caught her in the act. Nina was like, listen, I don't want nothing messing with me and my ghouls during our ghouls trip, okay? And he was like, listen, nothing will happen on the train, but I can't say nothing about off the train. And Nina was like, all right, if you break your promise, you and I will have problems. So Nina conveyed this information to the group. Um, we decided to try to figure out what stop he's gonna get off at. Nina ran down some man, like a busser, whatever, the train conductor, not the conductor, whoever the person who works there on the train, and was like, hey, this is the X, we don't want to, get into that. Can you just let us know if he's getting off at the same stop of us? That'd be nice. So he left. He's gone for like 18 years. He finally comes back and he's like, oh, I didn't get that information. And then Versia's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then Nina's like, oh, I also have to use the bathroom. And then Nina did locate object and then discovered that this man is like the same person who was sitting next to Nina, who was giving those nefarious vibes. I think that's all that happened.
The reason why it was sus is because the person who we asked to find information told us the name that we were given and the description does not fit anyone that was supposed to be in that card.
Oh yes,
So,
that's
yeah,
that's why that happened. Yep.
yes. And now that dude wants
Uh,
to talk to Farsia. We don't know why.
Also,
that
there might
was
be a bomb on the train. I don't know.
Two!
There
That
might be
too!
there might be 2 bombs on the train. I don't know.
What is with Ryu with bombs? Good
it
grief!
wasn't it wasn't a bomb per se.
It's
It
like
just
sus that
Oh, these
people were
aren't
smuggling.
pies. These are from a bomb factory. They're bombs. That's Ryu.
How dare you pull your ideas from SpongeBob? Audacity.
what do you mean? It's a wide term, honestly.
Can we just
So
say that Ryu like she blames us on starting the initiative, but she's the one that sets it up for us.
No.
We're not gonna walk into that.
I
You
forgot
always
the
bring
most
in people
important.
smuggling shit.
I forgot the most important fact. Nina gave Isi a cowboy hat, a pink cowboy hat. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh yeah.
It was a very cute moment with EC and going hi ye.
Oh,
Um
that's cute.
uh thank you for that. You do get a double inspo for your wonderful recap. And yeah, all of those things are in fact true. I will say that I don't think you mentioned the quote unquote audience known heist, but you did mention the quote unquote audience known not bomb on the train. Um but aside from that, yeah, everything is as it should be. Oh, except for y'all coming face to face with someone. Well, I say y'all. The only people that are here at in this part of the cart is going to be Racia and Nina. As Nina turns around and the person in front of you, which you assumed was the person you first gave a couple gold pieces to just go check out who this person was that gave you the heebie-jeebies in the first place. Now Nina is turned and knows this is that same person, or at least might be holding the same piece of jewelry that Nina located object with. And this person just turns leaves eye contact with Nina and turns to Racia and simply says, "It we just need to I just need to speak with you for a second. That's all.
Can
Nothing."
I roll to give him a wet willy? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Me hated that. Me hate that.
Out of the way.
Why? Why, Bree? Why?
Because I don't like this person.
Why wet Willie?
It's
Well,
like the
what else
ultimate
am I gonna
disrespect.
do?
Oh
I don't know. You're the
gosh.
cleric.
It'd be the first time a wet willy caused a whole fight on a train.
Tell a bad pun.
Ooh, a bad pun. Yeah.
So Versia doesn't. I unless it's safe to say that Versia doesn't know this.
As of right now, what's looking at your face is a nondescript train worker, the same one that you spoke with earlier, or what looks to be the same one that you spoke with earlier.
Nina's looking at you really intensely.
Well, no, Versia is also kind of looking at Nina very intensely, kind of like, but why? I think it's kind of the energy of like, but let's okay. Can we not?
No.
Can we? Is it okay if me and my like friend like here have the conversation with you? Is that okay?
Well, I didn't realize that you needed adult supervision. The
Oh
longest of
well,
story short, I'm here
First of
because
all, to claim that I am an adult is an insult, but go ahead.
the longest of story short, this year, you can make the choice of speaking with me, grabbing the information that you need, or, well, let's just say the powers to be won't be happy that you aren't speaking to someone of importance. And in a second, like the quickest of seconds, in trying to hide, like turn a shoulder towards Nina, but like visually show what's around their neck is a symbol of the red diamonds.
oh boy. Okay. Right when that was said, you could tell like the tone kind of shifted of like, I didn't know you needed this. Oh, where is this going?
Does Jerome know you're here?
Who is
Jason?
Jerome?
Jebediah? Jonathan?
Jared?
Jared.
Who
Is
is
that his
Jared?
name?
Wait, sorry, hold on.
Not Jared. What's his name for real?
Character's name right. I know I'm bad. I know I'm real bad. But
What's his name for real though?
Hold on.
Like this is a bit, but also I don't actually know.
Jaden.
Oh, Jesus.
Arnica is absolutely not helpful. This is definitely going to
Jaden,
get cut
Jaden.
from the recording.
The J who's in charge.
You're asking,
Jaden.
you're asking that.
Jada Smith.
Jaden.
Pink.
You asking me that? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry laughing.
Oh my god. Was this a question, Nina? Was this a question in game?
No, this is a question in game. I'm sorry. Me got caught up in it because I didn't actually know the name. Like, it's a question.
And I got tripped up with all the names, but it's Jaden. His name is Jaden.
What's his name?
Jaden.
Jaden,
Yes.
is your here?
I wish I request for that part to be clipped on for a funny moment, please.
Yeah,
That was really funny.
Jebediah. Joe.
Me specifically,
Jason.
no. I didn't
No.
really specify where I was going in the moment like that.
I'm trying to
I don't think so.
perfectly think if I'm gonna go with no. That this guy doesn't know who Jaden. I'm not sure who that is.
Okay. So for COLs will be like, no, I
Oh.
didn't say anything. I just
So then you stole that.
I stole what?
And I point to his name.
No.
Sorry. Isn't Jaden an important person, or did I make that up?
No, Jaden is an important person.
Okay. You should at least know his name.
It's
kind of sus.
You
He is
can't look
technically,
me in the eye and say you
according to the
don't know.
notion, he's the leader.
according to the notion. Okay, true. You are correct. I'm going to say above table. That you all know that Jaden is more of a wing. Like he kind of goes off and just does his own thing, and then
It's the grandma.
he's being like kind of groomed to be the leader, but at the same time,
It's the mom. It's
does
the
everyone
grandma.
know of him? Yes. Does everybody know him? No. Does everybody get jobs from him? Not really.
That's fine if you don't know
Above
of
game.
him. Oh no. I know. But in my head, I'm like, he should know who he is, even if he doesn't know him. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like if I say Jaden, you should be
So
like,
if you want
oh,
to know
no.
if he said no, I don't know this person. If you want to insight that specifically, or insight that maybe he stole this necklace, yes, you could do that.
I want to incite that he stole this necklace because
Okay.
you not knowing this person is sus. I got a 22, so
Oh, you know what I should do? Have dice.
should
Oh.
roll.
Or I could just be like, no, not enough. Hold on.
I'm nervous.
It might not be enough. I don't know. This guy seems pretty smart. I don't know.
Nervous.
This necklace is or according to the way that you are trying to tell this person's telltale signs of lies, this necklace, there is something untruth here, but I don't think you don't think it's about the necklace.
Okay. Garcia, do you want to talk to this weirdo by yourself?
I'm confident it's gonna be all right if I talk to him by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it'll be quick. I don't think it'll be that long.
Cool. I'm gonna look at this person and be like, okay, go ahead and talk to my friend. You know that I know who you are, and I will always be able to find you. Do not cross me. I may look pretty, but I am dangerous. And I'm gonna go.
With the
Two
bug
things
eye
can
and
be
everything.
true, but okay.
Did he say
Hey.
two things? Oh, two things can be true. Okay. I thought he said can, and I was about to say roll initiative.
Yo, I was about to too. I did listen. I was like,
Yeah, it can be true. So you walk away from the situation in general.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose to trust Versia in this moment because I'm learning to trust people. But Nina's gonna walk back in
Mhm.
to the group and just let them know, hey, that dude is actually the dude that I saw, and he wants to talk to Versia alone, so I let him. Just giving y'all
Why?
because Versia said that it was okay.
Great.
I have to go back to the notes because I think Samir and Lucky like saw a symbol of one of the diamonds on Versia, but we just haven't addressed it with her yet. So I think Samir is just gonna look at Lucky, be like, hmm, I'll give them about 30 minutes. If she's not back by then,
Lucky is
well,
just going to stand close enough where it's out of earshot. But just in case something happens, she's going to be ready and charging to charge in.
well, they're
So yeah, they've already left the car. Like they were like down the hall, or per se.
essentially down the hall.
And
If we're
then
still
Nina is
back at
coming
our
back
cart,
as they
yeah,
walk somewhere else. So are you
So
leaving the
they're in a
cart?
different cart. So we're
They're
in a different
hmm
cart.
You're in a
yeah.
different, you're in your own separate,
Okay.
like personalized cart.
So Lucky will leave the cart
Okay.
and go in a suitable position where if
Mhm.
anything was to happen, she will be there to charge in because she's not going to leave her by herself. Hell no.
Okay. So Nina just points you in the direction of where they went. In a hot second, I'm gonna give you a perception to see if you can find them.
Okay.
But
All right. Let me see.
first, as Nina walks back in direction, and Priscilla and Panlin, well, what you now know is Panlin, um, walks towards a space to talk.
I will follow. What's going on?
Choosing to keep fun, interesting company, but I'm not here to bust anyone up on that, or it's none of my business. Longest the story short.
Judging me for who I'm hanging out with?
No, I'm not. That's literally not my job.
Okay.
But what is my job is to give out jobs, to oversee a little um, group project. If you know, are ever inclined to be tested today, you've been waiting to get tested for a while.
True, but y'all have a hell of a good timing on a train to the middle of where I'm from, on the way to where I'm from.
Mm.
It's That's quite a bit of a challenge. What's the challenge?
That's not even the challenging part.
Okay.
In fact, this is the pre-challenge. The real challenging part is going to be in Knox, but
Okay.
that's neither here nor there. Right now, the pre-challenge is for you to join up with a crew that's kind of already in the middle of handling a situation in which they are going to be procuring some extra funds and products for folks in Knox.
Okay. And here now, like,
Here and now.
okay. That's not my. I guess I'm nosy enough, but like she kind of like pauses because like I want to know what it is, but it's like not.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna get that response. So it's like her knowing that she's not gonna probably get the clear answer. Of what is this? Okay. Who? Without asking too many questions that we can't answer, or you can't answer, and we can't talk about.
Hmm.
Who is the person that I need to talk to for this, and do they know who I am and who to look out for if I go
Uh,
assist them? I guess.
as of right now, if you're wondering why this is popping off now, it's because
Yeah,
the person that was supposed to be helping didn't show up on the train on time
I
for one
see.
reason or another. Um, but me being in the know of all the things, and unfortunately having to oversee newcomers,
Yeah.
I know that they're going to need another hand. So I can't tell you much more details until, well, well,
I'm assuming until I accept, or at least I go talk to the person to accept. And
honestly, it's more of you have to accept.
yeah, there's not really room for me saying yes or no. I'm expected to do this blindly.
Oh, you can
Without
say no. It's just not going to end well.
yeah. Um I think it turns into a situation of if there's other opportunities down the line for me to prove myself, or if this is the opportunity now.
What would be the hesitation in this?
Uh oh man. I think, to be fully transparent, it's not knowing quite what we're doing on a train with a bunch of other people on it.
Are
Um
you worried about hurting people?
I I would argue it's more from the sense of people that don't need to get caught up in stuff shouldn't get caught up in stuff because people ask a lot of questions. As seen with and then she kind of like puts her her like paw around that whole like parameter thing. I didn't even know what that was, and I got caught up in that real fast. And
Wait, what parameter thing?
with the
Oh,
yeah, with
me
the
above table. Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, no, you're fine. The not your
It's like, what do you mean?
with the whole magic questioning and interrogation type situation. So if it's something that's along the levels of that being concerned, then y'all gonna have another situation like that where people are gonna be asking questions.
I'm confused.
It's mostly her just
You
saying like you're gonna cause a situation which people are gonna ask more questions about other things, not related to that, but like just like another similar like issue of like if
That's
you
kind of literally what we do. In fact, the particular colors you're trying to run right now are specifically here for info brokering. So,
yeah, but there's a way to do it without, as long as I know we're doing this in a way that I can trust that the people that you're having me help are doing this in a way that's under the table and hidden in the shadows, then I don't have an issue with that. It's making sure that, do you trust that they have those capabilities? Because I do.
I trust that they're supposed to have those capabilities, and if everything goes perfectly to plan, then you shouldn't have any issues with being questioned or even being sussed out.
Yeah, that's valid. Uh, I'm putting my full faith and trust in you that of your trust in them.
That's
I've
wild,
never met them.
but okay.
I That's all I got.
Good
Uh,
enough for me. And as they say that, they kind of the visual of the person in front of you starts to melt away and shift into essentially what Nina, the person that Nina saw in the first moments of sitting on the train, um, back to well, less familiar, but um, described to you as a nondescript, fairly well clothed human.
oh boy.
My name is Panlin.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you.
I work as some of the leads in the Red Diamonds to make sure that our recruitment is easier. And needless to say, I don't like having to take care of, clean up, or kill, say, a whole train's worth of people just to get the job done. So, if you can do that, clean up after yourself and stay out of the light, just like you said, then we'll get along just fine.
Oh, yeah. Just sigh, like, yeah. 1,000 yards staring out what is assumedly a window.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. So, all right.
By the way,
Sorry.
when
Good.
I did
Uh,
roll an 8,
you
just in
rolled an
case.
you rolled an
8.
8
Yes.
for your perception.
Yes.
Okay, and are you keeping that 8?
No, I do want to re-roll to use one of the table things.
Okay.
Inspirations. There we go.
Yeah. You are go ahead and mark it on the paper, and you can do that. Roll a perception.
Okay. All right. Please
Try
let me
to
no
see where they went off to.
Please, I need
Man.
to be here.
You
It's just a goddamn 5. Never mind.
you are basically damn near opening every door that you've crossed, or like looking into the like eyes of every person you've crossed who's just sitting and like talking, or some people are playing cards, and you're just like, no, that's not, no, you're too busy looking and not actually seeing.
God damn.
this man's
Fine.
made me get serious.
I tried.
That's okay.
You
I'm
did try.
coming. I'll be coming back. All right. So I think I asked this before, but I need to make sure I have all my ducks in a row. Who is the person that I'm supposed to be talking to? Is that supposed to be legitimately you, or is that somebody else that's on this wild ride?
That'd be somebody else. It's up to you to find them, but as of right now, they are the lead on this situation. You're going to be looking for a gnome named Myrick.
Mm. Okay. Well, I'll just flip this place until I find Myrick.
Mm-hmm. Myrick is the lead on the situation at foot. If they give you the okay, then they will explain exactly why they need your help.
Okay. Well, you need anything else from me? I'll do my part.
Just don't make it so I have to clean up anything.
Fair enough.
Also, you have the end of the train ride till we get to Knox.
Huh? now
Well,
you put a timeline on it. Well, I mean, it makes
it's a
sense.
timeline, because the reason it's a timeline, my dear friend, is because what you're taking from here is going to be a gift for someone at Knox. So it needs to be off the train before you get to Knox.
All right. Oh man.
Or
Okay.
at least from under lock and key. Your decision, your choice.
Now I got a question that just to make sure I'm very clear, very obvious. Am I
Mm.
yanking something out from underneath the lead of this operation, or is this a situation where I'm working with the lead of operation? 'Cause that's important.
There is a devilish smirk that goes across this person's face as they say, "You're supposed to be working with them."
Okay. Noted. Oh, noted. Okay. All right. And what was the name of that person? One more time. And then she
Myrick.
leans in. Okay. Myrick. Got it. Boss.
And gives you a description of a gnome essentially wearing red vests, long sleeves, and pink hair.
They sound cool. Okay. They sound awesome. Wait. Okay. Well, she's gonna kind of if they're in like a little side area, she's gonna kind of sidestep back into the open, I guess. If they're in like a situation like that.
Uh,
Or is
as
it a
you
room?
begin, well, it's kind of like off to the side of I almost said feeding cart, the the buffet cart essentially. It's kind of off to the side there. What you As you begin to part ways, they kind of look back. Oh, um, you're worried about hurting people. The person that I kind of took over, they're taking a very long nap, but they're fine, I'm sure. Maybe.
Oh, they didn't give Panlin money. I'm just trying to make sure. Do I have to shake Panlin down for the money that I gave that employee? Because if Samir will shake that bitch down. It's like I'm not giving you money. That was for a hardworking individual. Fuck you, Panlin. So I need confirmation above table. Did Panlin take my money?
Panlin took your money by fault of that person went nighty night and they were like, "Oh, what's in your pockets?"
I'm gonna shake this bitch down.
That's so funny.
Please give Lucky
Please tell Samir that this happened. I'm assuming Nita told Samir that this happened. It's like, oh, I'm gonna find that bitch and shake him down. He has my money.
Yeah, I guess I don't know that like he wasn't him all along. So yeah, I don't. So I would
Dots
just
are
tell you
connecting. Don't
The
worry,
only
Samir
person
knows
that
it's connecting.
saw that change was Lucia.
Yeah.
See, you better tell Samir. She wants
Yeah.
her money back.
It's so complex. It makes me look bad. I'm so complex. Yeah, you know what? I just gotta like nod and kind of shake her head and be like, I appreciate you clearing that up. I understand that sometimes people get caught up in the middle of things. The way I do things is I just try to make sure that not too many people get caught up. So
Again, just make sure I don't have to clean up, and you'll be happy too.
yeah, that's what I try to do my best. I'll make sure I do what I can. And she's gonna turn and like if you don't need me anymore, I'm gonna I guess we'll look for Merrick.
Break a couple legs and keeps walking to the front.
Looking over the shoulder does oh my gosh, the name of this character. Panlin?
Penlin, yes.
Panlin. Do they change in like at all like when they turn around and go the other way? Or are they still
They look
kinda,
like what they changed into in front of you, but you don't know.
can't really tell when she turn around and leave, yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, just gonna make her way back as fast as possible without looking like just going like through the train.
above game. I have a quick question because I got a little lost in the sauce. That was a lot of information.
Yep.
So Versia has to find a no-mate named Merrick who has something that they need to get before we get to Knox, and they need to work with a group of undisclosed people, one of them having pink hair in order to get it.
Myrick is the pink-haired gnome who is the leader of whatever this situation is to get the item before Nox.
Yes, they're
Okay,
taking it
thank
off
you.
of someone else.
Okay, I
Lucia
got
has to
you.
work with Myrick. Yeah.
And see, I'm glad I cleared that up because
Yeah.
I was ready to shake down a gnome
I
who has the same color
I think you
hair
were
as
still
me.
going to shake down a gnome
feel
regardless,
like,
but
Well,
yeah,
probably, but
I
Oh
feel
my
there's
like
only one
god.
pink-haired bitch here.
I will
Oh
say,
my
Lucia,
god.
on your walk back to the cart, you do bump into Lucky, who has been looking for you this entire time. Before y'all get to the cart, you bump into Lucky.
Oh hey. Hi,
Oh,
I'm
oh,
so happy to see you.
yeah. I was trying to follow y'all, and it didn't pan out how I wanted. But are you okay?
I appreciate you. Uh yeah. Let's let's circle back to our like private area and then I can
All right.
talk about it with you.
You walk ahead of me and I walk behind you.
Okay. And she just kind of scoots on by and kind of just keeps going. Yeah, it's looks over his shoulder. It's a lot. I'll do what I can.
Mhm.
Talk about it.
But
I
don't
don't.
worry, we'll be behind you the entire way. Whatever that person wanted to talk to you about
Uh,
secretly,
yeah, I don't
privately.
know. It's hopefully it's easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more context. Let's
I
hurry on
know.
back.
I know. It's just she's like I can't really. I'll wait. And she just kind of like just hard stop. I'll wait, and then just keeps it tracking.
Y'all make it back to your area, your little personal part.
I just kind of like sit down really hard. I'll just go. "Ah." Ah. um.
Start from the beginning.
So just make sure their door is shut. Yes, the blue is shut it.
Does anybody have like a barrier, silence, anything where no one can hear outside that door? I'm still trying to learn my own power, so I don't know
Nina
what
is
I
over
can do.
here like not paying attention, playing with her nails, and then she's like, "Oh, I guess that would be me." Yeah. Wait, actually, do I? What am I, a cleric?
I feel
Wow.
What?
If you are a cleric, then I'm
No,
a cleric, and I need to know if I can do this too.
I, the reason why I asked is because I know there's definitely a wizard spell that will do this, but I don't know if I have access to that spell.
What are you trying to do?
There's a spell that allows you to essentially like create essentially a circle that like or like a thing where it's like nobody could hear out like no
like
one
silence.
outside it. It's not silence
It's
because
not silence
it's
because you
like
couldn't
no
hear.
one outside can hear inside, and only the people inside can hear inside, and like they can't hear outside. Does that make sense? But it's a wizard
Yeah.
spell. I don't know if it's a cleric spell. I
I
also don't
can't
know if I'm
think
high
of
enough
what
level
that spell is.
for it.
I thought it was
Yeah, I
silence,
don't
but I'm
have
like, never
that
mind.
It is not
either.
silence.
No.
So I
Yeah.
actually don't think I
I
have
feel like I've heard of this spell, but I also feel like I've only heard of this spell from higher level folks, so I'm not sure.
That's what I mean. I think it's a higher level because the character that I'm thinking of that I used it for was level 14. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a cool spell. I didn't realize it's like a reverse
It's
silence.
I need to hurry up and get so I can get to that because these conversations, I swear.
I'm gonna look
Uh,
for it because it's gonna bother me. But Nina says no, I don't have that.
I
Uh,
can't stand you, Arnica.
for you.
All right, so what I would do is I would stand with my back to the door, and if I hear anything, I will let y'all know.
Ava, yes.
Does is EC's player sheet, is it still as is, just subtracting a couple things, or like
No,
how?
Issy is no longer a player sheet. Issy is a like a companion that's attached to your
Okay,
companion section, like
I
your
was about
pet
to be
sections and
like,
stuff.
hey EC, can you do a thing? But if that's the case,
Unfortunately, no. This is part of the refit.
okay,
Unless it's
very
something
well,
there that I don't know, it's part of the refit, unfortunately.
very well. I
Mm-hmm.
guess EC can help stand guard then with Lucky.
yeah, we can talk pretty quietly.
All right, come here, AC. Stand right next to me, right here.
Oh, okay. With the hat.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
I think it kind of turns into how much you want to be involved in something that I feel bad involving others into because it's something that I'm supposed to do. But I
See,
want
there's
to.
one thing you're gonna learn about this group is that when we have somebody with us and they have trouble,
We're
we
nosy.
normally deal with it as a group. Okay, so you're
We're
not gonna
also
deal with this
nosy.
by yourself. She's nosy, but I would like to
Don't be
protect
putting
people
that on
everyone
me.
that I can.
Lucky,
You're the one who
lucky,
said it. You're the one who said it. I'm the fighter. I like
lucky.
to start fights.
You
That's
keep
what I
on
like to
going
do.
off. You keep going off and picking up random people because you're nosy about the situation. You are also nosy.
Guys, first of all, I thought that she was in trouble.
I was.
Okay. Thank
And
you
what
very
about
much.
Nina when she stormed off when she was having one of her diva moments?
She
You
was
are
already
also
part of my
nosy.
group. She was already part of
You're
my group at
gay
that point.
and nosy.
I mean, I know I'm gay, but I'm not nosy.
Anyway, what's going on, Garcia? Let us know and we can make our own judgments.
Hold on. All right. So taking it from the top. There is a pink-haired gnome. My brain forgot the name.
I'm Merrick. I'm the only pink-haired person that can exist. So we're tasked to
Good
kill
Lord. Here she goes.
them?
Here she
Mm,
goes.
no. Work with them.
Oh.
I should find them somewhere here on this train. Don't know where. Somewhere. Find them and talk with them. This is just something that I need to get more information on. I don't necessarily know the next step to this. They're tasked to find something. I'm tasked to find something. I don't know what that something is. And I know this sounds awful as I'm speaking in vague terms, but these are the terms that I was told. I promise you. And like the it is genuine. Like the way she's saying this is super genuine. She's like, I am like
Why do you
figuring
have
this
to
out.
do this exactly?
We're laying everything out. And she pulls like the like embroidery that she has like on her collar of like the red diamonds emblem. And she's like at this point, I am not trying to hide like who I am a part of. I didn't even realize when I left that I don't think I would I was not given this. I did not come on this train with you with the idea that I had something else to take care of here. They happened to find me on this train and now I'm voluntold to do this. Um and it is a part of my group and I should do it. Um I just need to know what this all entails. I just don't want it to get messy. I was told to not make it messy.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you need a higher up to make this null and void for you? Because I have an individual that is pining very hard. I can ask him to give you like a referral. Is this a thing like is this a job interview type of thing? Or is this
It's
actually like a job?
But they don't even know who Jonathan is.
Jaden.
Jaden. Where's his name?
It's Jaden. It's either A, that person
oh,
was lying to you and you didn't catch it, or B, Jaden travels. They either probably know of him but don't know him. So
I didn't
par
know
for the
you knew
course.
Jaden.
Oh yeah, I am. What is technically the best way to describe our situation? We're a situationship. I was supposed to be engaged. Things happened, but we're still talking. So I know him. I went out the lunch I went to before meeting you officially the other day. That lunch was with Jaden.
Oh my god. The whole
But
energy of this
tell you
conversation,
what,
like
I do have a sending stone with his phone number. I can get a referral for you if you don't want to do this.
see, it kind of to me it boils down to knowing. I want to know before we even get to that point, and I appreciate. I'm not. I try to take care of things without. Uh, I'm not. I'm not messy, and I would be worried about this becoming messy. But before I assume that, I want to at least find out what are they looking for. or what is? I want to know a little bit more information on what this all entails before I guess I call the ball. Mm, I don't know, thoughts and opinions. I don't know.
That seems like a lot of work, which like I'll totally help you with if you do it. But also like you said not to make it messy, and like I'm not really like a subtle person.
She's a
I
very messy
mean,
lady.
she's the queen of mess, so
She's
you mess
queen.
with the wrong person.
Lucky is like the right hand person because you have
What?
not seen what the hammer.
So like
A
what does he
hammer Lucky.
mean? Did like he specify what he meant by messy? Did he mean like no sleeping with anybody's wives or husbands? Or did he mean like no murder, stab, stab? Or is it like it's okay to murder, stab, stab if there's no like evidence? Like what's the energy? What's the vibe?
I'm gonna lean on the assumption that wow, that's a lot. Well, I think it roughly turns into just getting the job done without bringing a lot of attention to it. That could mean a lot of different things. But
So no
because I don't
sleeping
know
with
what
anyone.
I mean, you could if
Not the way that Nina does it.
So what do you mean
doing.
that?
That's the thing that I have to figure out is I need to find this person to figure out what this even all is. I think.
It's a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Like scavenger.
So things are
And
gonna
where is this person
change.
supposed to be?
They said somewhere on this train, and
Okay.
He
there's
said
a
a
lot of
pink-haired
cars.
gnome.
Yeah,
What
it's like a finger gnome.
what's their name again?
Oh man, it's my
Merrick.
turn to be like Merrick. I
Myrick.
was gonna call it my.
Myrick.
My.
Yep. bleh.
Cool.
And what type of person did they give you, like a race or what their
A gnome.
occupation is, or
A gnome. I
I
would
was
recognize. I'd be on the lookout for
If
if
it's
they
a
have
gnome,
anything.
they're relatively shorter, so shorter person with pink hair.
I'm
I mean,
also trying to have my nose help, so that's why I'm at.
I mean, I'm just gonna call him, right? I go to open the door, and then I
Uh,
take in a deep breath. And
first of all,
Y'all got 2
First of
seconds
all,
to
Wait,
stop.
wait,
you
wait,
have
wait,
to.
wait.
First of
Wait, no, no,
all,
no.
Like pulls
you
her
have
back
to
in,
push
just
us
like
out the
yanks
way
her back
first.
in.
Me
Hold
Yanks her
on.
and
back in.
Nancy in the front. Hold on.
Yanks her back in. And
Me
like
and Nancy
before
is in
Nina
the
was
front
about
of
to
the
do
door.
that, before Nina was going to do that, it's like, by the way, what happened to the employee that was you were walking with? Are they okay?
Oh, the one that was trying to show me the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's who I talked to.
What?
Yeah, that's who I talked to.
yeah, I mean, I told you that it was like the dude, so it's probably been him the whole time. He's probably playing it.
I'm going to kill him. Well, maybe not kill. I'm going to beat him senselessly. How
That's the
dare he take money
that's
I
from an
mean,
employee?
but that's the
you could
person
take a
that.
you could
Oh, go ahead.
you could
Sorry.
turn into a goo monster.
Ooh.
No, it's not that far. I'm assuming that employee's okay, right?
Yeah. No. No. They just took a nap.
When
Oh,
you
okay.
There's two
That's,
definitions of nap, my dear.
that
Mm,
is true.
Like
That is
a
very true. Is it a permanent nap or a temporary nap? We need to know.
it's a nap and not like a dirt nap.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
We don't need to turn him into a weird goo monster. Kicking
Yeah.
his ass for stealing a tip from an employee is just fine enough with me.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
By
still
the
a bit
way, what's
lawful at
the
the end of the
name of
day.
that creature again? I kind of forgot.
Can I sneak
What's the
away
name of the
from them?
creature again?
Nope.
the
So several
If
things
he
are
needs
happening.
to make some checks, I will certainly do so.
So Lucky and Easy are on the door. So I
Exactly. Thank you.
gonna be godlike
I
natural
the
20
bull parts out the way.
for you to be like achoo and then just escape the car.
Please let me roll this race.
The way she
oh,
said,
my stealth is
open the
trash.
door and yell out like we're not standing there in front of it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's damn near.
Oh no.
Especially EC ain't moving until he is
Y'all,
quartered. So I don't know
don't
what
even
you're gonna do about
bother.
that.
I have disadvantage and I got a natural one.
Uh,
So
Damn.
don't
Okay, I
even
was about to say EC has a
don't even
25.
bother.
EC had a 25 perception, so
I
you
just
be
walk up to you and just try to squeeze in between Lucky and EC. Like, let
Lucky
me
will
just.
basically, Lucky has done this before. Lucky would just pick you up and put Nina down, sit her down on the. Where are we? Are we like in the cart where there's like a chair, or
no,
in a cart
you're
where
in
there's
your own
like
private
personal
cart.
we
card.
have
It
our
has
own suite. Essentially, think of it as a
yeah,
suite.
yeah.
Okay, well I'm sit
Like
her
a
down.
small seat that the chairs turn into little beds for longer trips.
Well, she's been sat down, and then Lucky goes back to the door, and she
I
said,
love the pout.
You're not leaving this cart at all. At all.
I'm helping.
By yelling.
Right.
Yes. How are we gonna find him?
We
Wow.
can search.
We can walk. We
We
can
have
walk the car.
tools.
We
We have
can.
tools that can help. Can we not draw
We
attention to
have the
ourselves?
technology.
We've done that enough. This is me seeing this, by the way. I need you to understand that.
But we can just fight anybody who like gives us harm. Like it's
I
like
would like
teamwork.
to. I would also like to point out that this is a cart. This is a train cart. My hammer cannot swing. It does not have the radius to swing that well. So can we not? And can we just be stealthy for once in our lives?
The thing is, this. Well, we can handle whatever personal personal stuff we have to handle after the fact. You know how to find that person. I'm not saying they're immune to like. We just wait till we get to like where we need to go, and we meet up with them later and talk about it. I understand. I understand the frustration. This was sprung up on me too out of nowhere, and they're the person that's supposed to report back if I manage to do this or not. And I think it goes. I think if we do manage to do this, then everybody gets a really good word in.
Yeah, but
And
if you refuse to do this, right? If you refuse, how powerful is this person?
that's a really good question. And they kind of made a little bit of a sideways comment about that.
The what?
I did
Like
get
you
the
couldn't
reading
say
of
no?
flow.
Like that if I said no, things might get kind of messy. But I didn't
Oh,
really.
really?
Yeah, but like
I love her face right now.
"Yeah, sorry." I love Ava's face right now because she knows.
I,
Cynthia,
I
do you need me to smite him? I will.
I just
Fine.
want to I just want to know all the pieces of the puzzle. I just want to know all the pieces before we get to a point and make a decision. But this is also part of the group that I'm a part of, so that I'm having to play like a stratagem, like trying to figure out how we're supposed to all navigate this without other people getting hurt, without y'all getting hurt, because I just met y'all and y'all are awesome. I am trying to figure out how to do this the least catastrophic way possible, because I already told him that like that whole situation with the parameter with the place where they asked about the magic that Lucky had to save me from, if this isn't done right, people are going to be asking questions about this. And he was like, well, then don't make them ask questions about this. And then I was just like, what? Yeah, that's why I'm here
Maybe we can
now.
use the hammer on them.
So
I
Maybe
use
on
that my
this.
thoughts exactly.
For
oh,
now,
I mean,
I agree. Let us get more information for you, and then we can come up with a solution from there.
because what if it's not even that hard or that bad?
one thing I would not I'm never okay with. The one thing I would never agree to is to force somebody to do something.
I feel like
A foursome?
No,
Force someone to do something, Nina.
ma'am,
Please drink your rum. Drink your rum.
Nina.
I don't think I should
Okay.
have more.
No, matter of fact, give it to me.
And then Lucky just takes the damn cup. Just give it. And Lucky will start drinking it herself.
So you obviously can't handle your liquor. So no, you're not having any more.
More. All right.
I wouldn't have like at least things would have ended up differently. I'm confident I probably would have been okay if I said no, and that we would be okay if I said no. I didn't feel too much like I was getting my hands like pulled around. I just want to know more information about what I need to do and
Of course.
That's fine.
first.
That's fine. We'll learn more information.
Yeah, it wasn't
We'll
like
get
he's
all the
holding a
information we can.
yeah, he wasn't holding like a knife to me or something telling me I need to do
And
the thing.
then if there is a way that you can get out of it, then we'll see how, whether it's going to be voluntarily or involuntarily. But that choice is yours if you wanted to do it or not. Just saying.
Yeah. You can see the different levels that I'm having to kind of juggle around, right? Like I
Of
should
course.
yeah, it's
I don't want you to look
yeah.
bad in a part of the organization of my situationship.
I-
No one wants
I
that.
appreciate that. That's
It's the way
also
you
kind of
say
the
a
angle.
situationship right now. God damn it.
Technically, the engagement
Lucky
is
just takes
kind of
another
on
swig of
hold.
that drink.
That's so
Lucky just
much.
takes another swig of that drink.
Anyway,
It's a lot of back and forth about every which way, and I'm just trying to like make sure that I do my part without things getting
of course.
way out of hand, and I'll have some time to think about. It has to be retrieved before we get to Knox,
Well,
but
that's a pause question, real quick. DM,
Nani?
are we getting off at Whispering Oaks to go to Copeland, or are we getting off at Knox to go to Copeland?
So it was, if I'm not mistaken, y'all's original plan officially in game was to get off at Whispering Oaks to check out
Yeah.
things there, and then
Yeah.
head to Copeland. And Knox is just where the ending of this train essentially will turn around and come back.
Okay. So technically speaking, we can avoid this if we just get off at Whispering Oaks.
see, me the player.
I
Me
know we
the
probably want
player.
to do this, but I'm
No,
just saying we have it out.
me the player, because
Mhm.
Knox was said and not Whispering Oaks was said, is a little sus on what exactly is going on with this. Because are
Mhm.
they coming? Are they stopping at the same stop as us, and are they getting back on the same train as us and going to Knox?
Oh, are they going to Whispering Oaks or are they going to Knox?
Because it has to be
And I think,
retrieved before Knox.
that's when Samir's
Right.
gonna pipe up like, we get off at Whispering Oaks.
I know. That's
So
So
wait,
why
now
Knox?
this is an above game question, I guess, or an in game question. I don't know. Is it that does that mean we technically have to figure this out before Whispering Oaks?
see,
Wait, above table or in?
Above table.
Above table, Lord. Okay.
sorry.
Because
Lord.
listen, you think we had to get off of
Oh.
Whispering Oaks, and now you
No.
talking about
I said
Because I personally could not remember which one is closest to Copeland Forest.
technically Whispering Oaks is closer to Copeland. Like there's less
Yeah.
time to get from Whispering Oaks to Copeland as opposed to Knox, which is much further down on the continent to
right.
Copeland.
It's a
So,
furthest
Right.
point, right?
But yeah, it's almost a further. Like there's one more city further down, but it's like obviously a larger distance. So above table, there are options, concerns, and shenanigans
my
afoot.
God.
Okay, so
I'm gonna kick her off. I'm gonna kick them off the chair. I'm gonna kick them off the chair. Why are we figuring this out on our own when you came up with the situation? Because that's the point. What do you mean?
I do like how
No.
messy it is. I
Say
think
that
it's
we
awesome.
avoid this and just get off at Whispering Oaks. Because
But
fuck free.
That's an option,
Right.
Go ahead.
But I
Y'all gonna have big fun on the train.
My
okay?
reputation.
what I'm saying right
Putting it
now
away.
is that if we don't make a decision soon, Nina is gonna go rogue. Like,
Fine,
It's
fine,
nothing.
okay.
It's nothing against you. I promise. It's nothing against you. We're just fighting Ryu right now.
I think it's
Let
funny. No, I think it's
us
funny. That was sort
let
of me being
us
joking around about it.
let us search for this Myrick person.
Yeah.
Let's search for them,
Yeah.
get the information for you, Versia, and then we can come to a conclusion, or at least a decision. Because at the very least, we could just get off at Whispering Oaks and not deal with this whatsoever.
This is also like around or after dinner time on the first day on the train. Just so you know.
Okay. So
Above
we can
table,
do
how
that.
many days we have on this train? How many days would it take us to go to Whispering Oaks?
Yes.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yes.
Instant
So
no.
I will at least say during our search, let's keep it a limit of a couple hours. We can reconvene back here if we gather information. Nina, for the life of everything beautiful and good, please do not scream. There are civilians on this train, along with the diamonds, apparently, or people working with the diamonds. Let's not disturb the civilians as
If
much
I
as
can hold
possible.
back, you can hold back.
fine. But I would like to say, this gets too crazy. I will have to take.
I'm gonna need you to sober up first before you say that again.
Hold on. She just takes off her gloves and does a lay on hands for 5 points to get rid of the alcohol poisoning.
Thank you. Thank you, Samir. This is because you said it's
You're good
cold
now.
drunk.
I still stand by what I said, but I can
No,
show
you don't.
restraint. I can
I
show
will.
restraint.
I'm gonna find rope.
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm gonna do. I'm
It
gonna
was
find
the
rope.
alcohol.
Thank you.
It was also me, but some of it was.
Do this for me, Nina, and I will buy you one of the fancier cakes.
Oh, this is acceptable. Okay,
There you go.
I'm
Just bribe
ready.
her.
Okay. I
All
appreciate
you have to do is just bribe her.
Lucky just rolls her eyes. Just take another swig of that drink of hers.
So my thing is I think if we can figure this out before we even get to our destination that we're supposed to go to, then it technically is taken care of before it knocks.
Yeah.
If it is a situation that's easy to take care of, I don't know.
Do we want to do pairs or individual searches?
Let me take Nina.
No, I'm fine by myself.
No,
Yes,
absolutely
you
not.
could definitely take
Absolutely
Nina.
not.
Please. I
Nah,
would love to
nah,
see how the developing
absolutely not.
goes.
You
See,
coming with
we can
me.
take the other direction.
You coming with me. Absolutely not. I
Uh,
don't trust you.
You see, you can stay here. If you don't hear from me or see anyone here within the next, let's say, hour and a half, then you can start searching for me. Or I'll stab myself and you can like sense that. Does the
What?
is the harm thing still active? I can't
Can
recall.
you not harm yourself? Can you not harm
That's
yourself?
how he finds me.
No.
Oh my
That's it.
goodness.
Putting
So
myself, I'm putting my free foot down. No.
my okay.
That's how he was able to find me during the fight at the party.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. Okay, so yes and no. Essentially, it's within a 30-foot radius, like that he has to stay within. So,
But we
uh,
got rid of that, didn't we? Because that was one of the things that we didn't want him to be that close of a range ish. Because Samir's also a hoe.
is that is that
Damn.
Oh my
That's the
goodness.
reason why last arc. Because like,
so
what if I have a range?
if you got rid of that, then you also got rid of the hurt myself and Isty comes running.
Okay, fine, we can keep it.
Well, no. This is
We
something that
can
already
keep
happened in
now.
no.
Now
Okay,
we can
so it's
keep.
within the 30 foot, which should be most of the train, truly. Um
Okay.
um yeah, well, I'm gonna have to look up how long actual train. I feel like I'm misconstruing what time and space is.
Trains are
usual.
very long. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
wait.
Trains are very long.
They
Yeah.
can be.
We're gonna have to
Actually,
go
no.
through each cart and find somebody.
Okay,
We
so
can't
each
get
card
rid
is
of that
about 30 feet.
because we can't get rid of that because the metallic peacekeeper has a telepathic bond. I could just talk to EC now. It's fine.
Perfect. So it no longer has a 30-foot radius, and you don't have to hurt yourself. You do have a telepathic bond because that is the upgrade, downgrade question mark is what you did
Yeah.
for you.
And also, we
Okay.
don't have to debate why the train is only 30 feet.
Okay, no, I didn't say it was only 30 feet. I said it was about half. But now that I'm thinking about it, time, space, and distance is a thing. So I don't think
Lord.
that's true.
Oh my god. How long is the train
Anyway,
carts for you?
EC, I'll call you.
And we go outside. I mean, not outside, but you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
We're in the
asking this
halls.
question. I'm asking this question because we need to search for somebody. How long are these train cars for you?
These train cars are.
You gotta look up Amtrak. You gotta look up the average size of
Jesus!
Amtrak.
This is episode 4 of Roll4Luck, but this is episode 2
Here, hold on.
of Ryu has to do math and science.
I got you.
Here's the thing. I'm just gonna
I got
do
you. I
this
got
number.
you. Wait, I'm not gonna get an answer.
I'm just gonna do that and try to figure out
Oh
overbreak.
Wow.
But
Each
If it
car
makes
is
you feel
85
better,
feet long.
ain't no way.
Times
a
10.
a typical Amtrak train is 510 to 656 feet long. So
I love.
mathematically, how long is it gonna take us to search this train for everybody?
I mean,
Mathematically,
realistically,
4 days.
And that's it.
I mean, wait. How many cars are on this train, though?
Yes.
That would determine.
Can I roll a perception check?
Because there are short trains and then there are long trains.
Isn't there a
And-
map?
and can
cars
I
We
have
have a
an
map.
advantage? Because I am a pink-haired bitch, and I can find other pink-haired bitches.
My favorite enemy is pink-haired bitches. Wow.
Ryu did not expect this because she chose a train, but she didn't realize the mechanics of the train. But we realized the mechanics of the train.
I didn't realize.
Search for a person on a train,
But here's
and not know how many cars or how long the train.
No,
this is added complication. There's probably cargo on this train.
there is cargo on
Oh.
the train. There is a people section and there's cargo section.
And Ryu has only given us a description and a name. We don't know what items this person has, so we can't do locate objects.
Nope.
We don't know what area that they're set up in. We have to actually fucking search.
You have to search.
So this
I'm
is the
gonna
thing.
fucking kill you, Ryu.
I know for a
Uh-huh.
solid fact, for Sia, if it's an item, if it is understood that they're trying to get something, she's probably gonna go check the cargo areas first.
But you
And
think
then
this
work
person will be
backwards.
For the
smuggled on
person
the
or
train?
the item that you have
Yeah.
no idea you're supposed to get?
I would check for the
Hey.
person to see if the person is kind of near the item in terms of like they're in the next car up. Like
I
if
would
they're
like-
Oh, so like going with the assumption that this person is already looking for the item. so
Yeah,
she'll
they're
look
already,
to
like,
see if
down
they are
that
in the
way.
cargo area.
Yeah, I would assume that they're
You
also
say Ryu's
looking.
like,
Here-
you
here's
say
something-
Ryu?
Here's
Huh?
something I would like to say. Yelling down the hallways is looking mighty interesting right now.
No.
Because
Above table. I say
here's something
no.
I'll tell you right now. This person doesn't want their spot blown up. I'm sure that they will come running to shut us the fuck up. So
That's really funny.
And it'd be very funny if you had like thaumaturgy right now.
listen, Nina has an internal timer of 3 hours before she starts
Lord.
gaming. Okay? I'm letting
Thank
y'all know
God.
that because I care about you.
Thank you.
No one more chaotic than Lucky. This is wild to me.
Lord have mercy.
Okay. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a short break to let our wonderful table figure life out as I go figure out become a real train enthusiast real fucking fast.
Anyway, we'll see you after the break, y'all.
Bye. Just an extra second, just in case. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for hanging with us. Hopefully, you got your stretches in, went away, looked away from the screens, got your meds, and whatever you needed to do during the break time. And if not, fucking go do that. Also, drink water. Hydrate or die straight. Anyway, we are back here with the wonderful folks at Roll4Luck. I did not become a train enthusiast over the break, so I am unfortunately at the mercy of my players to please understand that this is a very large, several train sectioned area that you can or cannot walk through all of the things without being accosted by anyone holding you accountable for where you step.
Can I just say on the record, fuck you?
It's giving we need to split up, gang.
We have to split up.
We would split
Yoink.
up before. I just want to know the fucking
Yoink.
distance, but okay, Ryu.
All right, can I do a perception check in the car that we're in? I get like, can I just do a perception check of the whole train?
Sure. So okay, let me make it a little more clear as to how the situation is. So essentially, there are several sections of the train, right? Like several sections. In each section of the passenger side, there is let's say there are 3 that are just open space people sitting in chairs in an open space kind of section of the train. And then it opens and you go through it, and then there's another section of the train after those 3 that are wide open. There are about 4 that are each section is going to have, let's call it 8 carts, and you're in one of those sections that has 8 carts in one of those carts. So let's say you're in cart 2 of the personalized section, the VIP, if you were so inclined to call it that, of the roomier single carts for your convenience. And then there are more cars in the back that are just cargo. Some seem to be well, you wouldn't know any of that. Never mind.
Okay. So can I do a perception check?
Sure. What are you perceiving?
I'm trying to find this pink-haired person.
Okay, and are you walking towards the front? Are you going towards the back? Like where's
Actually,
the idea?
I'm gonna change my tactic. Do I see someone? I want to either perception check or insight to see if I see somebody who thinks I'm hot.
Okay. Where are we
Please
going?
remember that Lucky is with you since we're splitting up.
Somebody other than Lucky who thinks that I am hot.
What do you want an insight? Do you want an insight roll to see if someone's looking at you in a certain way, or do you want a luck check to see if you
want
can
an
entice someone to look? Okay, well, roll an insight. Again, I have to ask, where are you going?
I'm gonna use an inspiration for this. But also, I am going towards where I guess the front. Well, no, where's the cargo? Because I know Versia said she was going to go towards the cargo.
The cargo is further to the back of the train. The
Okay, so
front of the train is going to be the open space where people are.
I'm gonna go to the front.
Okay.
And I'm
And
gonna
Lucky is just gonna follow you the entire way.
okay, and then I'm also gonna add my guidance to it. That is a 26 total.
A 26 total, and you said you were going towards the open area towards the front, right?
Yes.
Lovely. Do you hold on a second. I got that thing. Several things are happening
Remember
in the
that
background.
Nina is very attractive. Just remember that.
And that's your insight to see if someone is looking at you enticingly. Sure. There is a human seems to be reading a book in an open one of the open seating area. There's are several people around them, but every now and again they are looking above their book and like quickly looking back down if you catch eyes with them.
Cool. I'm gonna walk directly towards them, just kind of saunter my way over there. And
Hmm.
is anyone sitting next to them?
There is someone sitting next to them.
So I'm just gonna kind of like lean over, um, and be like, "Hey there. Um, quick question, beauty. I was wondering if you could help out with. I'm looking for my friend. My twin flame. They're a gnome. They have the same type of like shade of pink hair as me. You wouldn't happen to have seen them around or anything, have you?" And I twirl my hair.
Uh, the person you're speaking with is kind of light skinned with a messy bun hair style situation. Um, Kind of a gray long sleeve shirt and just looks like they are just ready to walk a mile in the best high top boots you've seen in a while. Um, and they she's just kind of looks up a little flustered because you are I'm getting close literally over another person, and it's just like I think I did see someone else with pink hair. They went back that way, and she points to where the private cars are. Did you said that was your friend?
Yeah, I've been this these trains are just so large, like much larger than 30 feet. And it's just so easy to just lose people in the crowd here. So thank you so much for pointing me in their direction. And then I'm just gonna like blow them a kiss and walk away.
Oh, uh, okay. Have a good time.
Okay, and I'm gonna go to the private area.
Lucky would like pull up and will like, I am so sorry for my friend's behavior. Thank you for your All right, thank you for the information. Um, and then she'll be on her way following, following
Just, love it. Lovely. You walk towards it essentially where you came from, and you are like in one of the private sections. So like your cart of private area is going to be the second of private. You walked into the first one.
So is it the way it works is that in the private area there are like 8 rooms, like 4 on either side or something like that?
Eight
Can,
suites essentially that y'all that look very similar to what you are staying in.
can I just look through the window?
You can. Some of them are private. They have like the private thing down, but you can look through some of them. Um, if you were to look through some, and it is like again near nightfall or at nightfall. Actually, it's like after dinner at this point, and everything, and you'll see a handful of people. And if you want to give me a luck roll, I can tell
Oh,
you
shit.
a little something something.
Um, low 39.
Low. You you have a 39?
What? Oh, you told me to do a luck roll.
Yeah. You rolled a 39?
No, I'm saying low. Oh, you didn't say it within 10. I'm
No, I
sorry,
didn't.
my brain.
No, you're fine.
Oh
I was
my
like, damn,
gosh.
that was so fast.
No. I was thinking within 10, so that's where
No, you're
I
fine.
got a 4.
Ooh.
God damn.
Ooh.
Thank goodness I chose low because
That is pretty much a guide call. I will tell you that literally as you are kind of spooking a few people that are just like who's in my window? As you are walking to one of them, essentially it's not the first and it's not the second cart section that y'all are in. It's in the third one. And as you walk up on someone about to pull the privacy thing down, and it is a pink haired person, and you kind of catch their eyes, and they're like,
I'm gonna do oh wait, who has a sending song?
You have one of them.
yeah.
Oh, it's me. Breaker breaker. No, I'm kidding. Like I totally found him. Hello?
Hold on. Ryu
Over,
has not told,
Roger.
Ryu has not told us that we're at the next scene yet. I didn't know if
Oh,
we
you
could
know,
hear.
you're right. Let me
Oh, I'm
get
sorry.
this
Okay,
up.
I'm sorry. Let
Yeah,
me.
what were they doing while I was
During this search, where the fuck were y'all?
I was like, where am I?
Yeah, honestly, I was just like, as soon as he said, it's like, I would love to answer, but Ryu also has a tendency to cockblock me when I answer, like, try to answer for things. So, yeah,
Oh
I remember
my
the letter incident. Bastard.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a little something like that today, but I just
I
decided.
just
Anyway,
remember that Lucky's behind you. That's all I gotta say.
that's true. Lucky is right behind you. Okay, so Lucky's with you, Garcia and Samir.
Samir.
Where have
Mhm.
y'all gone? Did you split up?
Yeah, Samir's with Racia.
I guess we were like going towards
I mean,
cargo.
split from each other.
Oh, no, we're together.
No, we're together.
Okay, so where did y'all go? Nina and Lucky went towards the front of the car. Did you follow and like try to double up, or did you go to the back of the car?
I think we're still keeping with the cargo, right?
Yeah. So if the cargo's in the probably the back. Yeah, it's probably in the back. Then if it's in the opposite direction, they would have went towards car. It probably would have turned into a situation. Went opposites.
So we went towards the cargo in the back. They went
Yeah.
towards the populated areas in the front.
Right. There is so the first cargo section so you go past the 3 VIP cars essentially. In the first cargo section you get to it just says cargo. And if you checked any bags, you would have gotten like this little thing that makes the door open. And for the car or to get to the car that your stuff is in. So if you checked anything, it would have been in the second cart. So the first cart of cargo you could actually get into, and it's just like closed off drawers, and there's a corresponding name and card for whatever the drawer is. So yours is going to be the second cargo. If you try to go back to the third one, your card does not work to open that third cargo door because yours is in the second.
Okay. And is there any mechanism to try to like bypass the third one, or is it
You
just
can
because we have to?
certainly try.
That's interesting that the card is like it's a good security measure. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of ways to get around it.
Is there a glass?
What do you mean?
Like,
Where?
is there a window to the door? Out the door?
There's a small window. You could see in it, and it looks like the bulkier section of cargo. So it's not suitcases, clothing racks, things like that. It looks like it's less drawers but bigger.
Oh, we can't
Bigger
make a
stuff.
scene. I was like, is there a glass door and a switch on the other side? So I was like, oh, shit.
Before we get to the third cart, we can technically search the first and second ones first.
Yeah.
So when you again, the card that you have that opens the door to the cargo only opens your drawer.
So
So you
um,
see the other drawers.
Oh,
I was
it's
thought you
not
were
the
saying that you have
door.
access to the first and second because ours isn't the second, so you have to go through
You
one to
have to
get
go
to the
through the
other.
first cart of cargo to get
Yeah.
to your cart of
Yeah,
cargo,
so we're
but
checking
they're
those
all
2.
drawered up, and your card
Uh,
responds
The
to the
drawers.
drawer for you.
Gotcha.
oh,
It's not.
got
Yeah,
it.
it's the
Okay, got
drawers, not the doors. Because I thought it was like
Okay.
each door, and I was like,
It's the door
"Mm."
to get into the cart, and then the drawer for your stuff. Sorry.
Okay, so we
My
can
fault.
get through the doors, but when it
Mhm.
comes to the drawers, that's when
Yeah,
it becomes more
and if
specific.
you try to use that card on the third cargo cart, it does not work because your stuff was in the second.
I have a question.
Got it.
Yeah.
In game,
Uh-huh.
do you
Oh,
know? Oh, sorry. This game is fine. Sorry. Do you know how to fix something when it's broken? Like just at like an instant. How some people know how to just like touch it and it's fixed.
Oh, the mending thing?
Yeah, like something like that.
I unfortunately do not know mending.
I wonder if anybody that we know knows mending.
Probably one of the clerics, so
Because we could just, if we could find a way to just get it, crack any of these open, we could just put it back.
we
But I don't
could.
know what I'm looking for, so we're just going through people's stuff for no reason. So um that might be useful for me. That might be really good, honestly.
Do we see anyone in the cargo areas that look like the person we're looking for?
no, you do not see. All you've been told is a pink-haired person. You do not see a pink-haired gnome in your vicinity.
Okay.
There are people that are kind of like sliding in and out, just like getting last minute things from their drawers and then going back or whatever. But it's light footwork here, foot traffic
Okay.
here.
Well, we understand the mechanics of this at the very least.
Yeah.
If it turns out we have to get the item from here.
I don't think if I want to put anything in our drawer. I have anything to put in this. I'm scheming. I'm trying to think.
Mhm.
Through what this one.
I will say that both of you can roll a perception check. It is a very, very difficult DC. A very,
Mhm.
very DC, technically.
I will try this very DC.
Yeah, honestly, Sam.
I didn't do a very good job with this very DC. I rolled a 12.
Good
Mhm.
luck with that, oh Lord.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
You want to use a table inspo by any chance?
I only have a +3. I'm not super perceptive.
I'll use a table guidance. Might as well use a table guidance. Yeah, I'll do that.
I got
Might as
great
well.
scores in other places.
There's a D4.
That sounded like an innuendo, but
You know, I got great scores in other places.
22.
okay.
That's really good.
Lovely. Continue.
I hate you.
What I do?
Be you. Anyway, so far it looks like our target's not here. We can try looking in the other VIP sections while we're waiting to hear from Lucky and Nina.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to do something.
I'm gonna take like so this is such a useless thing to put in here. It's just gonna look really sus, but it's funny. I'm just gonna pull out like a gold coin
Mhm.
Okay.
and stick it in their drawer.
Whose drawer?
Our drawer.
Our
Oh,
drawer.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Our drawer. Just right in the center. Boop. Just stick it in there
Lovely.
and shut it. And my idea with this is if somebody is trying to take something. Like, let's say that we get the thing that we're looking for and we think that our lockbox is safe. I want to see if somebody is just like gonna come around us and take the thing.
Mm.
So one thing in here, it's like, is that a gold coin? Is that something? Is that something else? Who knows? And is it disguised as something? You don't know. So I just want to see if this is still here when I come back.
Okay.
Before, and then we'll decide if we
Mhm.
should use this box or if this box is not a great spot for.
I can see the method behind the madness. Okay. I
Yeah,
like
Uh-huh.
it.
Okay.
just in case, just in case. They could just not be like, "Wow, that's useless. I don't want that." And then uh, I just wanna
As
see.
you close the drawer back, Samir gets a buzz as the sending phone is lit.
Huh. Huh. Well, Nina found a person.
Ooh.
It's me, betcha.
And she also says, "It's me, bitches." Are we meeting
You
back at
got
our cart
25
or
words.
she'll say
I love that.
meeting at the cart or their cart? Where do you want us at?
Come here. Front cart number
Insert number here.
3.
Insert
I
number,
don't
yeah.
know. 832. I don't know.
All right.
Well,
Well,
let's go then.
hell yeah, that was fast.
When in doubt, Nina,
Oh,
I guess, gets what she wants.
I want to know the story as to what
Terrifyingly.
happened. That's awesome. Okay. Wow.
At least she didn't scream.
I think that would have been kind of
Mhm.
funny.
Maybe, but I wouldn't enjoy it.
Because it's like, what kind of scream is it? Is it just screaming like there's like a shark, or is it screaming like just
You know,
yelling?
I've known Nina for a decent amount of time, but I haven't been able to discern which screams are which screams for her yet. I just know I hear it and I know it's Nina at the very least.
I think that's
Maybe
pretty
something
good.
to do on the trip.
We'll just kind of like ask like which like interpret like which scream is what.
Take note of which scream is which.
I
Oh,
think
it's
it's
high
really
pitched.
good. I think that's a really good idea in like certain situations, because if you just need to like
Mm,
get out of a place and you kind of know what urgency there is to get out of a place, or what urgency is it? It's just a distraction, is it not? That's actually
mm.
kind of peak.
I'll ponder on this. I'll ponder on
Yeah.
Mm.
I think I think that's a great idea.
We'll make our way to you and we'll start going.
Meanwhile, as they are moving towards the cars, back towards Nina and Lucky, you're outside the room of the person that you caught eyes with. In most of the in the description given. What are y'all doing?
Um, I think we would wait for Samir and Versailles, not Versailles, Versia. Um, so that's what Nina's doing.
Okay.
Lucky would stand behind Nina, but also wait for Samir and V. I'm taking the easy way out. And then and, probably like somebody will walk across with a tray. Because I'm thinking this is like what VIP status type of thing where we're at right now. So
Essentially.
she will possibly like someone will walk with a tray of drinks and she will just snatch a drink off of that tray and start drinking it.
Uh, okay.
Because she likes drinking. So of course she should So that's what she's drinking. So that's what she's waiting on. That's what she's doing as she's waiting on Samir and V.
Okay. But in the time that it takes Samir and Rasia to pop up, at about the same instance as they're opening the door to the hall you're on, the other side of the door to the hall that you're on opens up, and you all kind of catch eyes as you're like moving, and some people have moved past you anyway because this is a fairly enough hall to like not be touching as you're moving past someone, um uh but it's still like there's someone there, so uh as y'all are coming in from the cargo section and you two are standing in front of this door, there's another person that comes into the door from the passenger side section. What you see in front of you is a gold and red feathered owlin person standing in front of you, who seems kind of um uh uh if you've ever seen an owlin, they seem on the smaller size, like 5 nothing essentially, but they are kind of adorned with necklaces and pauldrons and black um kind of tight fitting um leggings. And this person kind of tilts their head as you're like in front of where you assume they're trying to get to, and it's like, uh, "Hi, can I help you?"
Oh, excuse me.
And then Lucky will move aside from the door so they can walk past.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're kind of doing this like little dance. That's actually where I need to go. Is there a reason you're in front of ours? Because I don't think we had room service, and I don't think you are room service. So, is there a reason?
We're too
Obviously, I'm
hot.
not rude.
We're too hot for rooms.
I mean, that's one way to put it. Sure. Is there? Can I? That's my card. I
You don't
don't
have pink
know.
hair, so I'm not gonna talk to you. And I'm gonna knock
Pink
on the door.
hair?
We're
What?
we're waiting. We're waiting for our friends here. We're meeting up with a group of friends. Please ignore her. We're meeting up with a group
Can't
of
ignore the
friends.
fact that Nina just knocked on this door.
I did knock on the door.
uh,
We're waiting for we're taking a tour of the train because from my cart, I like to explore the area as where we are. So I'm just looking around the
the longer
the
you talk,
train.
the more I need you to roll a deception check, please.
Listen, Nina didn't make this any better, okay?
No, because Nina has turned and knocked on the door.
Because I'm direct. We need to talk to this person.
God damn it. Okay, hold on. Please. Goddess of Crows, please let Lucky make a good roll. Please. Please, we need this deception
You
check.
can pray to another god because again,
Yes!
Anybody else?
because of her, you have bad rolls.
I listen, because of her, I don't know if anybody else is willing to listen. Okay.
You can pray to Clovis on occasion if you want.
Please,
What you got there?
please, 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 please. Fuck it, it's a 4.
Do you want to use one of your
I'm
inspos?
going to use one of my expos. I'm using one of my expos. I'm using one of my expos.
Okay,
Please,
come
we
on.
need to save. See, it's Lucky trying to save the day when Nina been so direct. I swear. Hold on, okay.
Nina is over here autistic as hell. Like, why do we have to lie to these people?
Oh my
We're
god!
here for something. We need something.
Oh,
That isn't in game, by the way. That's just me talking.
I personally, above game, love the fact that this job was given to one person, and y'all were like, "Well, this is all of our jobs now."
We rock with
It's
Mark
a
because
15.
Mark rocks
Okay.
with us.
Hold on. So what is the roll? It's a perception check?
It's a
Deception.
deception. Deception.
Deception. Okay, it's a
Disgrace.
19.
Evil
It's a
as
19.
Evil as plain
plain
as the star
as
on
the
his face.
star in
Yes.
his face. Yeah,
It's a 19.
a 19.
Yeah.
Okay. This person's like, oh, I enjoy the trains too. Actually, this is one of my first times being on the train. I've only ever gotten to see them like go in and out of Kiss, so this is
Oh, really?
very exciting to be on one.
But actually, I'm
In
more of
this,
a sea wearing person. So like being on a train, this is the first experience for me. So like this,
oh.
yes, I'm knocking. So like this is like the first.
You're like talking to this person who is obviously trying to get into the room you're knocking on. They have like switched to, oh my god, yes, and blah 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 about trains and traveling. Nina, as you knock on this door again, Samir and Vasia have walked into this hallway too, so you are immediately seeing the catch that Lucky has done with this person, and Nina immediately goes to knock, and
What
Please
is
become my
happening?
friend.
You know it is a recording. No. I'm trying
What
to
is
see if
happening?
and Nina is trying. I don't know.
Anyway, we're here. We're here now. Versia, do what you need to do before
uh,
Nina does something, I guess.
Please. By
but
the way,
you have
about being on the train the first time. You want to tell me more about trains? By any chance?
Lucky is trying so hard to distract. Please don't waste this opportunity.
Oh my
uh
god.
Garcia, you have all of 6 seconds and aka in action before an answer to this door happens. What do you do?
Oh my god. That's a good question. That's a good question. Um, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have her just kind of like stand like next to Nina, like as if they're like, God, I don't know who's up there. I'm gonna be, um, I'm gonna have her kind of like push herself in between Nina and the door a little bit,
Okay.
just in case like whoever comes on the other end of that door is just like, stop knocking, you know? Like, so it's like kind of Christia's concern. It's like, who's on the other side of that door?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be kind of like this, like, kind of maneuver, like,
So essentially, Nina's like, "What? Hello?"
yeah.
Okay. And you have done right, because as you move to get in front of Nina, and Nina steps back and is forced to stop knocking on this door. The door slides open quickly, kind of angrily, and it's just like, "What the hell are? Can I help any of you? Why are we having a party outside of our room?" And then this person looks at each one of you, and then looks at the owlin that's right in front of Lucky, and just goes, Cansey, is there a reason you have friends right here right now?
Actually, I want to know about trains. So
Yeah.
you're not to me on trains. So this is our business. Hello. So rude of you to interrupt our conversation.
I'm so sorry for my friends. I apologize real quick.
I'm gonna be dead ass in this moment. Who is past this person in the room? I guess like who is like
If you're
immediately.
looking in past this, it's very easy because they are a gnome, and you're looking
Oh,
past this
okay.
person into their room, and it seems kind of messy with luggage and kind of things thrown all about. There's not much um space, but it seems like they've made a home out of this small little cart. And past it is somebody who's got like eyeglasses and not eyeglasses, but like the zoom and enhance glasses that have like several levels to see something as they're like messing with something small on the table. And what you see behind them is a blue skinned being with do. I can't remember if they have ears or not. They have straight up blue skin, straight up blue eyes. And they are just seem to be tinkering to this, and then they look up to everything, and then they and lift their eyes.
Well,
But more about the train situation that you were talking about. I am more interested. Like, what about the carts? Is there a type of trains? What's your destination? Like, how do one ride a train? Because this is my first time. This is a whole new experience for me, and this is a lot. Maybe you can help me out in this situation.
Hey, Lucky,
Nina
maybe
is oh
here's some coupons. So, look, my dearest friend Lucky, you and your new friend, here are some coupons for drinks. Go have a good time.
Not the coupons.
We're
Oh,
VIP.
that's
We have
actually
coupons.
is
wait.
one of
Oh,
you
okay.
named Michael?
You know
Like,
what? We should actually go to a bar and talk about trains a lot. How about we go to the next cart and talk about trains a
Mirik
lot? Actually, very
or
interesting.
my
I'm
Um,
just telling you on the train right now.
do you? Several things are happening. Okay, so first off,
Oh,
you are trying to talk to this owlet person, this
yeah.
red feather being, and they're like, as soon as the door kind of slams open, and they look at the person that called their name in like this stern way. They kind of straighten their spine a little and just like, and they like kind of half-assedly continue to talk about trains while you're trying to shuffle them away, but also keep looking back at the person in the doorway to their room. Um, and in that time, also the pink haired person just looks up at Brasia and like looks at everybody in this situation, and it's just, can I help you? Like, you need? Are you lost? Did you think? This is talking to Racia.
because it turns into looking past and then like, oh shit, kind of
Yeah,
situation, and then kind of like looking for the person, because it would have been looking in the room looking for pink hair, then looking down and seeing pink hair and going,
right.
um, I do you I'm trying to figure out how best to do you have time to maybe discuss
I don't have time to discuss our Lord and Savior, anyone. Please.
that's fair. That was a laugh even as like for Sia, like that's pretty good.
Can you imagine this was an elaborate scheme to sell them a god? Like sell them a deity?
That sounds like would you
God,
like
the
to?
red diamonds are just Mormons. Or like,
It's pretty funny. That was really good. Razia's gonna check anywhere. Is there anything on this person that would indicate that they are actually they're something they say they are, or whoever the other person said that they were?
They have the red long sleeve vest that you were described in the pink hair. It
Okay,
is a
cool.
gnome and standing in front of you.
My concern was it was a setup and they're not actually part of the Red Diamonds.
I mean, there's nothing that has indicated that they are, in fact, part of the Red Diamonds, and they don't recognize you or don't know you. And they certainly don't know anyone outside of this cart except the Owlin,
That's really fair.
whose name's called is Can't See. So,
Yeah, that's the part where it's like kind of a little like this is not going the way I intended it.
not at all.
Yeah,
Not with this
I was
group.
like,
Absolutely not with this group. This is going to be what you're going to learn very quickly.
I think it's awesome. And nobody in that room, because like Francia is gonna take a really long pause, and it's probably gonna be very annoying to. But like, is there anybody else in that room that has any markings that they're part of the Red Diamonds at all, other than the red colorations going on? Because that could be really coincidental.
The other person in the room doesn't have red on. They have what teal. It's kind of their skin tone, but it accents it instead of blends in. If that makes sense.
Okay. Um. So, did your group put out like some kind of call to like some kind of like guild hall for like assistance with delivering a package? By chance? If I had to roll deception for that, that's totally fair.
Yeah, I would say you're gonna have to roll.
Or performance.
I
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
if it's gonna be deception. Are you? Do you have? Are you? You're just straight barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Um, what languages do you know?
Common, Draconic, and Infernal.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think if it would be deception, but to defer deception instead of being deceptive, or if you could find another skill that you might be better at, or make sense of why you would use it
Hmm.
here, you can also try that.
I forgot which skill would be really good. Hold on 1 second. I got stuff.
Mhm.
As I re-look at my sheet and go,
Zoom and enhance.
yeah, like now what's really funny is I'm so used to looking at other sheets. I'm like, nah, I forgot my background. That's really funny. That's hilarious. I don't know where I put that note, which is like I think the weirdest part about this. Hold on. I could find it. Oh, you know what would have been really great if I didn't have that as what I have as my background. I should have picked another thing as my background. A lot of the stuff I would use for this is +0.
Okay.
Um,
Could Samir offer assistance in the realm of
Hmm.
kind of just being right behind Rucia and like giving like a very soothing but firm like touch on like the back, like near the shoulder and whatnot, and just like, okay, just explain yourself calmly, who you are, maybe
Um,
mention a name.
Uh,
above table is like since Lucky's supposed to bring luck to everyone that's around her, except for herself. Is there anything that she can do to bring some kind of good luck to V? Since that's part of her mission.
Is part of her mission. Several things are happening. Samir, are you doing something specific to do a help, or is that just your idea, your explanation of the help action?
Yeah, the help action. I want to
Okay.
give like some assistance.
Lucky, if you are trying to tap into what's supposed to be helping people around you, knowing
Mm-hmm.
the information you know now
Mm-hmm.
from the messenger, what would you do? What would you think to do to pull something towards your friend?
So with the whole so what if like her urge to give her friend luck will actually pull like a crow to sit on the uh windowsill of
Of
this
the
train room.
so you're wait, are you what?
like a
Listen, okay,
manifestation of
so
like
like
luck.
No,
it's
Yeah.
not
your
so
actual
like
crow or
oh um you know what, it would be my actual crow since I have
okay.
them. It's probably the link to actually give people luck will actually her manifesting that crow.
And you
If
want
that's
it
not
to go.
something that you was
No, I just
wanting,
have questions. Does this crow manifest and go straight into another person's room to sit on their windowsill, or are you doing something else with this crow?
is it on the outside of the windowsill?
Oh, so are we
Can it be
saying
on
that
the
you?
outside of the windowsill? Because I don't. Yeah.
So your crow is Now I'm trying to decide in this moment if the crow is actual corporeal or not.
I
And
love the
See, the thing
idea
is
of
that I thought that it was like I thought it was something that could manifest.
I
I thought it was.
assumed it was like a companion crow,
What would be a companion crow?
like a ranger's pet companion.
So would that be manifesting it into existence, or would it only
No,
be for
no.
me to see?
I think
It's an actual real creature.
it's an actual real creature. I think you're thinking
Right.
warlock familiar or a familiar in general, which is you can manifest it when in a place you can see.
So this crow is with me at all times now.
Yeah. Sorry, we never
Ah.
discussed that. That's on me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I for a minute was like, imagine like the train is moving and it's like not like this like essence of a crow is just sitting on the windowsill defying like the wind, and you're just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's what I thought. So I was like,
Right.
that's
Possibly
like
worse.
so
Is
cool.
this a high power, like a bullet train type of situation? What type of magic does this crow have? To
I thought
not
that was a
murder
great
everyone?
I thought that was a great manifestation of luck, because that little crow is lucky it didn't
Right.
get blown away. So that's why I was like, whoa.
It is staying there by the skin of its beak.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
like,
so in this moment, we can both decide. Ash,
All
not
right.
Lucky.
Yes.
Ash. What do you
Uh-huh.
want? A corporeal, crow, or do you want
Uh,
a non-corporeal, actual breathing pet?
Okay, so I would do a natural breathing pet. And then
Uh,
this pet. See, the thing about the train is, would they allow me to put a pet like outside just sitting on my shoulder? Or would they try to lock it up because we're traveling?
no, it as long as it's not a wild trying to eat everybody
Okay.
beast of burden of some sort, you can have your small crow.
Okay, so my crow. Okay, so instead,
Because from
my
in this
crow.
world, remember familiars and animals that are trained, untrained, and big, too big, and
Yeah.
it's maybe some of the bigger ones are in the back of the cargo section. You don't know, but
Okay.
yeah,
All right, so if that's the case, then this crow will always be sitting on Lucky's shoulder, and it will actually hop off and go on V's shoulder, which actually will give her the luck that, like, the helpful luck that she would need in what she's trying to do right now.
okay. Do you have something that you are willing to strain yourself and give?
Okay. My perception is like level 5. So, like, while the crow is not around her, Lucky would have a hard time trying to figure out what's going on around her. So she's blind a little bit, I would say.
Okay, so
So, like when the crow's not around her,
um,
if she rolls for like perception, it will be at
uh-huh.
a disadvantage because she's a bit blind because the crow's not near.
Are you sure you want to give that?
Uh,
Is this permanent?
This is
well, yeah, it
something that
would
will
be
be.
permanent.
It would
Yeah.
be we're making a decision as to what this crow can and can't do to pull luck from Lucky and give it to someone
Mhm.
else.
Well, I would say yes, it would be permanent because like Lucky will only use it sparingly because if she sees her friends in a like hard like normally Nina and Samir and V are like not in binding situations where they can't take care of themselves, but in this situation she needs help. So like yeah, I would say that it's not like a regular thing that she would go through.
Mhm. In fact, this is something that's manifesting, so you don't even know it's happening until it's
Uh-huh.
harder to see past your the cart that you're in.
Right.
Essentially, like it's harder to see past the person you're talking to. It's harder to see
Mhm.
to the end of the cart, to the section that your friends originally came from. It's harder to see a little bit around you as the crow leaves your shoulder
Uh-huh.
and lands on Bracia.
Mhm.
And from this moment on, and I need you to write this down,
Right. Okay.
anytime you do this to enact
Mhm.
an extra bit of luck for someone else, they will get a D8 to whatever they roll.
Okay. A D8. Got it. It's the way I wanted to screenshot, but I didn't think about it too late. That y'all all had y'all hands over y'all mouth. I wanted to freaking screenshot that. Too late.
I was trying not to cry. I was like, don't do it. I'm begging you. I was like, don't, please, don't do this.
So in this moment, when you are desperate to try to keep what's a situation that your hackles are up, and you're just like, this could turn very bad very quickly, and in your desperation to do that, you beckon your crow, your companion, to go and sit on the shoulder of Racia. Racia, once that crow lands on you, it's initially a kind of a shock, because you're trying to figure out what to say to this person that this situation is going through in this moment. And as soon as the crow touches your shoulder, and you're just like, and you automatically go into a mode that helps you talk your way in and out of conversation or problems a little easier. And you get a D8 on whatever it is you're about to roll to get the point across, either it be them understanding your deceiving words to try to, read what you're putting down, or a way for you all to get out of this particular conversation. So it's your choice. Deception to get them to understand, or deception to get the fuck out of there.
I'm gonna do deception to try to get them to understand.
Okay.
Odd, I hope. I'm just like nervous.
You got this. I believe in you.
Thank you. I got real good strength. I can't use that right now. I mean, I could, but
You could yeet this gnome wherever the fuck you felt like, I guess.
I gotta prove my word. Oh, just like pick up and throw. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous. Okay. Ugh. Sorry. I was looking at my stuff like. Okay. Part of me is kind of like, if I did a sleight of hand, would a sleight of hand, I don't know if I'd be rolling for that to kind of like show the collar, show like the emblem in
You can use sleight of hand for that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I think that might be like kind of the angle of like, hey, there's a Gildan.
Yeah. I'm here to help.
Yeah, okay. That might be the angle for that for sure. Then, I like just like. All right, I'm roll sleight of hand. Oh my god.
Does Samir still give the help? Please.
Oh wait, what did we get?
Please.
I rolled a one.
Please. Please. Can we still do the help action? So like assist on like advantage.
That
Or,
doesn't
again,
include. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry. I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6, but I didn't. I'm sorry.
Wait, what do you mean?
I
You
rolled a
rolled
natural 1 though.
It's a natural 1.
I didn't roll the 1d8, which I don't know if that's even
It
gonna
doesn't
matter.
matter if it's a natural 1. So
That's
my
what I was like,
question
it's not
is,
gonna
if you're
matter.
getting the help action, that means you were technically getting advantage. So you could re-roll it.
Can I also? I see a
Roll
bunch
again,
of
baby.
people, everyone touching Lucia, and Nina just does it too and gives her guidance.
3-sided
And it's like, oh, everybody else is doing it.
somebody's hand makes this world a better
Somebody's
place.
in love.
There's a lot of people crowding this door right now. Let me tell you.
There's a lot.
It's like a weirdly emotional and raw moment, considering we are just trying to talk to the person that we're supposed to talk to.
I'm trying to roll again. I'm just. What do I need to? I'll roll. I guess I'll see where we go from there. I rolled again.
Uh-huh.
I rolled.
Man, I wish you had kept that.
Roll that D8. Roll that D8.
Oh my goodness! Hold
What we
on.
get?
Hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. Where are you? Okay. Rolled 5.
So
I'm
25
sorry, what?
altogether.
25 altogether.
25. I just said I rolled a 5. I was like,
No, no. Altogether, without rolling anything else, a 25.
without rolling the
The
D8.
guidance. Are we
No, she
doing
rolled a
guidance?
D8.
You
I
rolled
rolled
the
the
D8.
D8.
Okay.
So everything together, yeah, it's 25.
Everything but the guidance. That's fine. Okay. With a 25. And you as you're saying this and all of a sudden all of your friends are touching you in the back and touching you on the shoulder and there's a crow on you all of a sudden and you're just trying to figure out how to get this person to understand that you are here for a reason specifically to them regardless of all the other people behind you. They see the flash quick enough and they put two and two together with your words of here to help retrieve a package. And they're just like, okay, well, we were told to keep on the lookout for one person, not 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 all of you. Is there? Hi, I'm Myrick, and you are.
I'm Persia. We're a whole package.
You're a whole. Okay, well, that's no offense to any of you. This was supposed to be a small group's job. This is a very large group now.
Okay,
We're a
bye.
group of
Nina
5
leaves.
people. How?
Uh,
Nina, get your butt back here.
uh-huh.
Get your butt back here. First of
You-
all, we are a group of 1, 2, 3, 5 people. How is this a large group? I'm sorry. I'm so confused about that statement. Anyways,
There's
ignore
five.
me.
What
This
do you
is
mean?
between y'all.
What do you mean 5? So you have 5 people?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or
Okay, it's 4 people. I'm 1 person off, okay? Sue me. But it's still a small group. How is this a large group? I'm so confused.
Because our group is 3.
And I just have an extra person. How is this large?
look at it this way. Look at it this way. Look at it this way. If you would have the entire group, that is more hands to make sure the job gets done in a quick enough way, right? Because we need to get this done
Are you all joining
preferably.
up? Because I wasn't told that we were all going to be
It's like me
in
with with
this
support,
situation here.
like with a group with me. So I'll take
I'm
like
sorry.
the heat if like something happens, obviously, right? Because I'm the one that has the name down apparently. Um. Oh God.
they're,
Messy.
they're yeah. And they look back to their friend and to the one that's in the room at the table. Um or sorry, this person at the where the fuck did you go? There you go. And they just kind of clear off their headgear and put that down and like put stuff into their bags and kind of start walking towards the door. I'm sorry, dear. We're supposed to be it was supposed to be like a quick in and out kind of quick group. If we do the big group, all of our well, all of our kind of already set in motion plans that that I of course fixed and Myrick just rolls her eyes will kind of go down you know the toilet. So you're kind of I mean we need the help, right? But we
Mhm.
only need the you and and it's really funny that you say that everybody knows about it because I was under the impression that everybody wasn't supposed to know about it. Am I under the wrong impression? And they look at Myrick and it's just like, nope, you're not under the wrong impression. But if we're going to be a big happily family, that means there's going to be a bigger cut.
How about this? Oh, hold. Just hold on. Hold on. Hold
Sorry.
on. The only reason why we know of this is because our friend here was traveling with us and they essentially got pulled. They were concerned because not a lot of information was given, so we assisted in trying to help them find information, which led us all to be here right now. Ignore what this pink hair person is going to react to. We don't
Please
want your
ignore
cut.
it.
We don't want your cut. We are just here to ensure that she ends up okay. Now, if that means we technically don't play a part in this, so be it. I would recommend maybe a person from our group also tags along with her, just to be on the safe side for her sake. But we don't have to all be involved. We just want to make sure she gets the information she needs. We have an understanding that she'll be okay, and we can go on our merry way. That's
Yep.
it.
Also, if you like needed action.
What? Can you say a little louder for me? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were just mumbling a little bit.
I mean, like, if y'all need a distraction, I could do that.
Besides,
Otherwise,
this
Very
I
is
good
could
at
what
just like
distracting.
go sit down.
Um.
besides, this is what a support group does. I don't know if you're used to it, but we want to make
Hey,
sure
don't be
that
sassy,
this one
Lucky.
here.
Don't be sassy right now.
What?
Don't be sassy.
Mm,
Calm down the sass.
Garcia kind of smirks because like that is a really good point. But like Garcia
And
is
at
like
the point, when like the other person rolled their eyes, Lucky also rolled their eyes at the same time.
That's the truth of the situation.
Uh-huh.
That's why we are here. We were just trying to help her get the information that she needs before whatever job is happening. We can add and we can provide an additional person. The rest of us don't have to be involved. Don't.
I need from each one of you.
Oh
God
my god, I
damn
hate
it.
you so
I was
much.
about to have
I hate
Garcia
you
say.
so much.
I was
Okay.
about to have her
What?
say,
Uh-huh.
like, for the record, whatever cut that I received from this, I intended to share just my cut. That had nothing to do with whatever cut is split
Okay.
between y'all. For sure. Like, I would never expect. It's on me that I'm trying to, like, divvy this up into even more parts. I would never, like, that goes against that's not how that should work. So I would have her just say that just to be like just so you're like aware. I'm not gonna financially
I
hurt you.
will certainly hope that that is the case because, well, this is the gateway to a lot of big things. I'm sure you know, and like this kind of like this asshole look towards Racia. Um.
No, 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 because we don't do that here.
I'm gonna remember this
Was
person's
this?
face, and then
Was
the
this?
next call with Jada.
Who? No, no, no. I want to know who said this. I'm so serious. Who said this?
I
Karen, no.
I
Okay.
personally
I,
think the
that,
goddess needs to have like
I'm gonna
offering. It's
remember
been a
that
long time
face.
for her that
We're
she had an
remembering that
offering.
face and the name,
here's
and that will be reported to Jada. It's like, hey, who's responsible
Reported.
for this?
here,
We're
here.
no, Samir will pull a Karen for a friend. It's like, hey, honey, dear, babe, this person here talked shit about a friend and rolled her fucking eyes. No, I want
Here's
her to get buried.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait. Is it is
Not the
this
my wife.
is it she, her, they, them, he, him? Nina, what's your
Officially, because
pronoun?
we're just gonna run through it. Above table and what have you. Myrick is gnome, she, her. Um, the Fadalkin, which is the all blue skinned person,
God,
is
I knew it was a Vulcan.
is Lila. They're they them. And the Owlin is he him. And his name is Cansey.
Okay, so who was the
Okay,
person
I'm
that said
gonna
it?
the pink haired
The
one.
pink hair gnome.
I'm gonna do something. Nina is gonna literally squat down to be eye level with this gnome. And she's going to say, listen here, Bubblegum Barbara. We are here to help and support our friend. If you don't want our help, that is just fine. She can do it on her own. But one thing you're not going to do is disrespect and act rude in front of, especially not in front of us, and especially not towards my friend, because I'm crazy. The only thing keeping me from calling lightning across this entire train car and blowing it up because I'm fucking bored are these people right here. And I will not take to you insulting them. So get off your little high horse. Because very clearly, if you could do this by yourself, you would have done it already. And you wouldn't need Versailles to help you. Okay? Versailles, whatever. And
Lucky would just look
so
all proudly because
I
of the
need
imagery.
you to know I don't play that. And I don't
And
blink.
I will,
Nina's not going to blink.
and I will also
I
second that. Don't play a member of our party. Thank you very much. Not unless
Because
you want to become an offering to the goddess.
because I will run away with my party and set this whole train on fire
Oh, she
and
will.
burn everyone
Absolutely.
alive in it. I'll do that. I don't care.
Don't take that lightly. She actually will. Please don't take that lightly.
Holy actual hell.
Do not, please.
Don't test her
You know
on
what?
that, please. Do
I
not
just
test
like
her
the
on that.
energy.
Please
I want everybody. I just want the note that everybody in the background is like, please do not test her because she would.
Very different reasons. Very different reasons. Lucky's like, yeah, I want to go ape shit. And Samir's like, please, my reputation, please, I can't have this. There's civilians on this train who don't deserve it. Please.
You open your mouth, you get smacked. But you know we're gonna hold back on that.
Oh my god.
You need to roll.
No, because
I'm crazy.
okay. Normally, in normal cases, I would have you roll, but there is Rob would have you roll intimidation, but instead, what I'm gonna have you roll, is your choice. It's going to be a group persuasion or a group intimidation.
I'm rolling. Wait, one. Better one. Hold on. I don't want intimidation. I'm not rolling intimidation. Which one is it? What's the other one? Persuasion.
A group
Persuasion.
persuasion or a
Okay.
group this
My
the other one.
my persuasion is better. And one thing I will say is that this is not like this is a promise. So like I'm not trying. This is not a threat. This is a promise. So for me, persuasion makes sense.
Okay.
My
How does
persuasion's
everybody else feel?
also my persuasion's also
Persuasion.
higher, but
It-
my intimidation's okay. It's like a +4, so
So I need everyone to roll a persuasion check.
Come
I'm
on,
bad
Lucky,
guidance.
please. You talk so much shit.
This is so funny. Oh no.
Okay, I rolled
When I tell you this is not at all.
I rolled a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
I
rolled
roll a
a
20.
10.
I roll a fucking 20. I would take a picture of it. Hold on.
You rolled a 20?
I roll a
nat
fucking
20?
20.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Right.
Yay!
Right, Lucky. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm gonna
What's
take a picture of
17
this.
plus
I roll a
7?
goddamn 20.
I think the funniest part is like a lot of these things aren't even processing through like V's brain and out the other way as like them just being like having like it's just kind of like yeah people just like to talk some kind of way and that's just how their personality is but then like that's the fact that you ain't gotta talk like that I'm like damn me the player is like
It's so funny because like I feel like Marcia is like both the perfect and also the worst person to ask to do this job because they're just a thembo and they're like okay, I'm gonna do my best, but like what?
Oh, with one of the dice I gave
love
you. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a
Hold
17
on.
plus 7, so whatever that is.
Okay, and I started a natural 20 and I heard a dirty 20. Racia, what did you roll for persuasion?
a 10.
Okay.
So it'd be like
We got your
24.
back. We got your
Really?
back. You don't need to roll well.
Okay, so I in this moment, after this promise is threatened, um the behind or to the side of Lucky, you see the owlin kind of puff up their chest, obviously saying that there is high tension about to happen. And you also see the person, um or sorry, Lilia, behind Myrick, begin to reach for their pocket because they assume that
Let's
something
go.
else is about to happen. And then
Oh
you also see
no,
you also
no.
see Myrick get a little bit of a smirk, but the further y'all go in and the more you get into the promise that you make here, Myrick kind of reaches a hand back for Lilia and just, okay, as long as their cut's coming out of yours, I'm fine with that. If everybody wants to join in on this job that has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with you and your future and ours, that's fine. I'm sure we can find some way to work together. And she like leans over to catch the eyes of Kanzi, and Kanzi kind of starts to shake, to come down from the puffed chest.
Okay. Um, I I trust them. They're like family to me. I trust that this will go very well. I wouldn't walk up with everybody if I didn't think that this wouldn't be if it wouldn't have been successful. So I'm glad you trust our judgment.
All right, well, don't just stand in the middle. We're not going to have this conversation out in the middle of nowhere for all to hear. Come in. It's not enough room, but here we go. Come on in.
I can go. I'm gonna. No, I can go
I
back to
sit on
EC.
Lucky's lap
Oh my.
because there's not enough room.
That's
Actually,
fine. I
no.
like you.
I'll message EC real quick. We found them. We're good. We'll see you in about maybe an extra an hour.
Who is staying in this cart with Racia?
Okay, so Lucky, since
I think
she's,
Samir technically doesn't feel like she needs to.
Mhm.
you're
Technically,
technically she's the voice of reason to hold Lucky back.
he can
So
report
I
back.
think
Yeah, Samir will go
okay.
back to the cart just in
All
case
right.
other random shenanigans happens at our actual cart.
Go back to your cart, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
Anybody else leave?
You hold so much trust in Lucky. I appreciate you so much. But
I love
Lucky
that
was
I love the train, the idea of this train of Samir is the voice of reason for Lucky, Lucky is the voice of reason for Nina, and Nina is not the voice of reason for anyone.
Yeah.
But always
Yeah. It's a
supporting,
system.
yeah.
it's
Oh no, I think sometimes though Nina is the voice that reason for free because like it kind of sometimes
It's
it'd be like that.
it's the voice
you
of
need that
you're gonna
energy.
get fooled. I need you to rein it in.
I think
Right.
it makes
Needs
a
that
bit of a
energy.
I
yeah.
am
Yeah.
a loose cannon, but also you need to stick up for yourself.
God, just for being reminded of that, now I'm double checking my thoughts. Oh no.
Nope, too
There's too
late.
many people. There's too many people. No, she's saying. Too many chaotic people. Too many chaotic
You
people. I
said
stress
so
myself
much
out.
right now to
I stress
leave
myself
us.
out. We're sending the message to EC. If we're not back within an hour, I'll let you know.
I want to say you
Uh,
stressing so much in
Okay.
this group right now.
I'm always reminded of Nina being Nina.
Okay. So to be clear, Samir does go back to your home cart.
No, I'll
No,
say.
gonna say lovely, 10 out of 10. All right, so everybody piles into
Oh
this
no, I
room.
don't like that.
Nina
When the
sits in
DM
the lap
agrees,
of
that's a
Lucky,
trouble.
And Myrick just everybody else on their team also comes in, and you find seats, you find standing. It is very small, very tight space in here for all of everybody here.
Y'all didn't get VIP?
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
me out loud. That's me out loud. Samir would never say that.
That's so funny. That would have been so funny.
Oh,
That's just like
man.
Nina may say, but Samir would never.
That would be
It
so
is
good.
smaller than y'all's VIP suite, I will say that. So, but it is a closed off section as Myrick just closes the door and kind of does a hand signal to Lilia, and Lilia pulls out something from their pocket and presses it. And nothing happens. But gives a head nod back to Myrick, and Myrick just says, "Okay, so here's the idea." And flips the table to the kind of planning of the what the train is and where everything is, and there's a big X on the back train, the furthest back cargo section. We're after a very large sum of money. Some of us are going to get richer by the end of this. And I think all of us are going to get into our guilds that we want to get into.
That was me.
Here's the idea.
Okay.
And Myrick starts to explain kind of a little bit of it, and that's what we're going to call the episode.
I want to.
That's fine by me because this is a whole nother situation.
Do you want to
This is gonna be
join
a
the
whole
car
nother
ride with me and
3 hours.
Ash, Candy? Because we can.
Yeah.
We
Right.
can.
I want to know. I was like, this is a bunch of initiates. Like what?
Oh, we
Sorry.
ready to fight all the time, every time. I don't know if that information was admitted to you.
I guess I'm just blown by these initiates acting like
too.
hot stuff.
Me
Like
too.
I'm thinking they're
You talk to me, we're on the same ground. You talk to me like
Samir
that.
actually feels
right.
insulted by this.
Oh!
Like, you haven't even gone through
And
basic
now-
training?
now I'm oh shit.
And now my friends are volunteering to help out other initiates. What if this goes back? Listen.
After all
Hey!
this, Samir's just gonna stick into her rooms like, nah, I'm not fucking with these people.
I kind of
When
like
I-
this
Right.
though. I
I'm
kind of
really glad that I told that pink lady off, because I would have been pissed to find that out and I didn't say nothing.
um as y'all begin the thoughts in planning for what's to come and what you're supposed to be getting into, what the audience sees and what y'all don't see or know
Okay.
is that the person that Nina just so happened to run into earlier, um, that dirty top bun person who was reading in the front cart, uh, walks into their room, one of the private cars, one of the higher VIP suite cars. And as they hit the key to their door, the camera zooms in on it just with the slightest of little sections at the bottom. It explains where their cargo is. And it is the back last car of the cargo section. And that's all you see. So between now and next week, I need everybody to go around the table and tell them who you were, who you will be, and where they can find you. Starting with Ash.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ash. I am a
You're
character
muted, honey.
VTuber. Oh,
Somewhere.
wait, am I?
No, no, I hear her.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I don't hear her.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I hear you. I'm gonna hope
Hopefully-
everybody else does.
Hopefully the audience does. Does anybody else hear me? Okay, Bree, do you hear me?
I'm just unhinged.
Sorry, yes, I
Okay.
hear you.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure the audience also heard me.
Yes.
But yeah, my name is Ash. I'm a cat girl VTuber. Part of the queer community is asexual lesbian. I stream on Twitch. I play a variety of games, which include RPG, simulator, and cozy games. And recently I picked up Final Fantasy. I'm gonna play that as my main game until I pick up until like I think they said Bloodstorm is the last, or Stormblood is the last one on the free trial. So I'm gonna play that until we get to the very end of that. So if you want to be a part of that, if you play Final Fantasy, if you want to join in, you can come in, and it's always open lobbies for any game, the co-op game that I play, which is actually really really good. So yeah, thank you so much for coming through. I enjoy this table. Lucky got to get a hint a little bit and get protected, so I enjoy that a lot. But yeah, thank you so much for coming through, and thank you so much. Next person.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, the next person is Ava.
I'm so sad I couldn't hear Ash. Oh well, we'll survive for another week or so. But anyway, hello, my darlings and dears. It's your Madam Ava here. You can find me anywhere at Madam Ava Couture. I'm still mainly on Twitter, even though that man is still trying to kill it. It's not dead yet, but anyway, I'm still there. Um, until the next time, you'll find me on Exquisite Corpse Presents for Thirsty Sword Lesbians campaign, Lunaissance Sunray, where I play the nervous daughter of King Arthur. We're dealing with our post traumatic stress disorder because there was a war last season, so that's fun. Oh, she met another god that she may try to smooch. That'll be fun. And and by the time you see this, I will be over on Roll for Felicity on Saturday at 5 p.m. EST for their a little podcast on their podcast Over the Table, where we do Am I the Asshole stories, but dealing with tabletop. It's a delight. It's fun. We're doing horny stories next time, so that's gonna be great. Please stick around for that on Saturday. Yay!
Lovely. 10 out of 10. Bree.
Hi, it's me, Brie. Today I've been playing Nina. She, her, they, them, beautiful, lovely pink ball of chaos. When I'm not being Nina, you can find me playing Yo Tool on Hillard University. Um my link tree is somewhere. I don't know. But it's there, it's out there on Neo's channel. So half orc life cleric, check that out. But I'm not either of those people. I am existing as a just a black void in Ryu's room, ready to attack. Anyways,
Hello.
yeah, have a great day. Bye.
I'm in danger. Kesa.
Hey, I'm Kesa. I play Bersia, and so far, the next place I will be at is Furry Week in Atlanta. So by the time this airs, that's where I will be. If anybody wants to just talk about games and look at the stuff that I make, I'm gonna be there just vibing and chilling. Other than that, hope y'all have a great day. And it's nice being at this table with everybody.
Love it. And then, hey, it's me. I am Ryu. I do variety stream stuff on my channel. Ryu plays games, and I do. I also go by she, they, them, bo. One day I'll get that in before. Anyway, and I'm also here at GRGW in the background, founder and tech producer, doing all kinds of shenanigans to bring y'all everything you need to have a good time at our tables. Between now and next time. Actually, there's no point in me doing this because our recording will come out after this. So never mind. Check our socials. There's a lot of stuff to come see and go watch, and then go check out our YouTube because we really need those watch hours. And we appreciate every single one of you who come into our live and come check out our VODs and come check out our socials and like, share, and all that wonderful stuff. Keep doing that. Don't forget to share us to your rich family members because we do enjoy extra money and extra funds when you give that to us because we can give it all to everybody here at GRTW. We love it. We're not rating. We might be rating in the
Who
future.
knows?
Anyway,
What?
peak reader crimes.
Oh.
Bye.